Alrighty, here I am. So, uh, that was the music. What can I say? This is crazy. This is crazy. Alright, so as you know, because I have shared other videos talking about this specific topic, I'm not gonna put any more light because you don't need to see all of my imperfections. You really don't. So we're gonna keep it simple and like this. So if you have seen my other videos, you know I was dealing with a lot of trauma that was causing me a lot of pain, and that was causing me even more trauma. So if you haven't seen my videos, you can go and watch them on my channel because they're there. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, you can go back and watch my other videos, my older videos, so that you can understand why I made the decision to try ayahuasca and immerse in this experience that I have heard amazing things about, but I had no idea what was coming to me, or what was the reality of consuming this psychoactive. So yeah, I booked an ayahuasca retreat a month ago, and I finally completed and went through it. It finished today. We went into the retreat on Friday, and we were released today. So we stayed there Friday night and last night, and this morning. Friday night when we arrived was our first ceremony, and we were waiting people in until 6, and then after 6 we did a presentation. We all presented ourselves to the group. It was over 40 people present, plus staff and the owner, which I thought it was amazing, the fact that the owner was participating. I thought it was very cool. So because you have the ability to see the person that's creating this environment, so I think that's cool. So yeah, so after the presentation, then we start taking our places to start the ceremony. There was 3 people that were guiding the ceremony. The one that was verbally guiding it, so, and telling us how to prepare mentally and guiding us into taking the medicine. And then were other 2 people accompanying him and supporting him in that. And all of them were shamans, or at least 2 of them were shamans and practitioners of this medicine. So we took 2 cups in an hour and a half, 2 hour distance between, even more maybe. I really lost track of time because we got our phones taken away when everybody was arrived, and we were getting ready for the ceremony, they ask us our phones and our keys. So as a way to commit to this journey. So I didn't know what time was it, and I didn't care because I knew anyways I was going to be there until Sunday, so who cares. I was absolutely dedicated to do this and improve myself, and go through whatever I had to go through, because I went to this experience with the idea and the hope of releasing all of those things that were blocking me and that weren't allowing me to be who I feel I am. And that's what happened. That is what happened. So yeah, we had the first cup of, it's not much, it's like a little shot cup, plastic shot cup, and they give you half or even less. It's around half the cup. It doesn't really goes over half cup. But remember, you take 2 of those in a like 1-2 hour distance from each other. So I think it's maybe a way of let us absorb it slowly and avoid undesired side effects, probably. So we took our first cup, and I didn't feel much the first night. It was mostly, with the first cup, it was mostly euphoria and happiness. I just felt extremely happy and euphoric, and I was just like bubbling and just like a little butterfly. I felt like a little bit very light and very bubbling. And we have the chance to stay inside into this water house where we were all sleeping there on little mats on the floor, and we also had the chance to go outside and sit next to a campfire. There were chairs there, but I choose to sit on the grass because that's what I felt more I don't know, more real grounding. I don't need a plastic chair that it feels dead. I needed something that feels alive, touching my skin, my feet. And I also needed the fire to keep me warm. So I went outside and stayed with the fire. I watched the fire for a long time and observed the flames and how it burned the wood, and that was my trip. With half cup. That was my trip with half cup. It just was admiring the fire and just being happy and admiring everything, honestly. I was admiring the sky, the clouds, the stars, all of the grass, the trees, the fire, everything that was nature that was surrounding me. I was just immersed into that and admiring, and it seemed so beautiful and so immense and big and amazing. So yeah, and after 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, they called us for the second cup, which I took. And yeah, after the second cup, it didn't pass over half an hour, and then I got hit really hard. It was not hallucinations though. It wasn't hallucinations or voices or anything like that. It all happened inside my own mind and my brain. It was just an implosion of emotions that I was just retaining, and I wasn't letting go, and I wasn't allowing them to be. I was just repressing all of those emotions, and I have been repressing all of those emotions my whole life, and especially pain, and it all came out, and it just, it traveled through my whole body, and I felt it everywhere. I felt the pain. It was excruciating, and it was everywhere. I knew it came from my mind and for my emotions and for my feelings, but I couldn't stop my body from contorting himself and just moving really weird ways, because it was reflecting everywhere, and it felt very intense. And I spent a few hours doing that, just crying very, very hard, and like moving my in as if I was possessed, pretty much. And that's thing that was the way of releasing all of that pain from. And I kept reliving in my mind the things that caused that pain to me, and I connected to myself to such a deep level that I understood the layers of my own person and personality. I understood them very distinctly, like and fragmented, and not as a whole, but as actually three versions of myself. And I was able to, through separating these three versions of myself, to understand each one of my feelings and each one of the ways I had to protect myself, battle against and fight against adversities, and just enjoying life as well. So yeah, you told me. I don't know if this sounds insane or if it sounds amazing, but to me it's mind-blowing. I was hoping to have this enlightenment, and I don't feel enlightened. I'm gonna cry in a little bit probably, because I've been crying the whole weekend, and that's okay. I understood that, because yeah, I never let myself cry openly or show my emotions. So especially the ones about pain and suffering, and or just even tears of joy. It just, I don't know, just it's always felt wrong. It doesn't feel wrong anymore. It doesn't. So this was only the first day. I'm telling you, this was only Friday, which was the first experience. And I think that first experience, it opened up the doors for a deeper connection of self-awareness. It's just opening it. So that first experience is always gonna be a little, you're gonna have a little more resistance to it, because you don't know what to expect, and you are also waiting to see how is that going to reflect or affect you. So yeah, that was just the portal, the opening of the portal to your soul. I know, sounds crazy, or it doesn't. I don't know. It depends on you. But it was amazing. It was amazing. It's only a 15 minutes video, by the way. It's not a long one, I guess. But maybe that's better. I don't know if I have other things to say about Friday. It was pretty quick because yeah, we were all arriving, and then I don't remember what time we were to sleep. I don't, and I slept pretty okay that night. I think we went to sleep a little late, and I was so tired and so exhausted about crying so much and just experiencing so much pain that I was carrying myself. It wasn't pain that nobody was giving to me. It was my own pain I was experiencing because I never let myself experience it before. So I had to go through it to be able to release it. Yeah, and so after that I slept. We woke up very early the day after. It's pretty much when with the sun rising, that's when we wake up. And naturally, nobody wakes us up. It's just like slowly everybody starts to wake up, and then you start hearing sounds, and then you start waking up too. But just in a very slow way, nothing rushed, nothing felt out of place, nothing felt wrong ever. It was just so, it felt like a retreat. We were connecting with ourselves, with nature, and we didn't have that influence from the outside world. And it was amazing. And that was Friday. All right, tomorrow I will record the Saturday video. Saturday was the intense one. If this sounded intense, you cannot imagine Saturday, because it was crazy. Saturday was from another world. It was just like, wow. It was scary, but we won't talk about Saturday today because I'll leave it for tomorrow. I want to do things step by step and just literally telling you my experience as much as I can, so that and at the right with the right timeline so that you can understand it. So if you have any question and you want to know anything else about my Friday experience, or you have a curiosity about something specifically I say that experience, and you want to have more information about that, I am completely open to share. If there is something that I definitely got rid of this weekend was the shame of having those feelings and gone through all of this. There is no shame anymore, and I was carrying a lot of that. And that's one of the things I released on Friday. Shame. I released shame for all of these things that happened to me, and all of the things, all of these feelings they provoke me, and I was carrying. All of that shame disappeared. So there is no more shame. I'm completely an open book. And I don't know how many people will watch this video, honestly. Maybe no one, maybe 2, maybe 5, maybe 10. Who knows? I don't know. But if you watch this video and you want to know more, girl or man, I'm here to answer any questions you have. And if you want to know the retreat I went to, it was here in the United States. I didn't travel to the South America or anything, or Central America. I didn't go out of the country. It was here in Florida, actually, right where I live. So if you want to know about the retreat I went to, you can leave a message or a comment or whatever, and reach out to me, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Like, I'll tell you. Okay. All right, we made it a little longer. I'll send you a big, 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 big kiss. I know. Oh my god, that was kind of weird. It's okay. It's fine. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I love you. I hope you enjoy. Bye.